This one might sound like an insult, but it's actually a big compliment.
Don't raise your voice to me.
The German prescription.
Whoa.
How did I not know that?
I was just gonna ask you a quick question.
So quick, so smooth, so pleasant. In this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 things I haven't given Germany enough credit for. I've been a little sick. And due to German influence, I decided to give myself a nice rest day instead of trying to work through it. I sat on the couch and decided to treat myself to a movie. I was in the mood for some James Bond, and one that I hadn't seen in a while. How about Quantum of Solace? Classic Bond opening scene. Now, being the movie lover that I am, I always want to know about the director.
Who directed this?
Mark Forrester. I've heard his name. Where's he from?
From Bavaria. What else did he do?
Whoa, and if he did James Bond, he's probably done a lot of other big movies.
World War Z? Christopher, these are big movies.
This made me realize I have a big blind spot in the Venn diagram of 2 things that I love. Germany and movies.
Interesting. I'm all better.
We'll come back to the movie topic in a second, but I want to start off with one that really affects day-to-day life here in Germany. So I've been a YouTuber for, 10 years now, and I've learned some very interesting things. So the way you get paid on YouTube is you get paid per 1,000 views. You get paid different rates depending on your content and depending on your audience. Can you guess which audience, which nationality is worth the most as viewers for a YouTuber? It is Americans, okay? An American viewer on YouTube is typically worth 2 to 4 times as much as a German viewer. This is because the American consumer is very willing to spend money. The American consumer has more subscriptions, makes more impulse purchases, and just spends more money freely.
Also debt. Americans spend a lot of money on credit cards.
The German consumer is much more reluctant and skeptical. Now, why is skeptical consumerism a good thing? Why is this something that I don't give Germany enough credit for? Well, because that American consumerism runs a little bit rampant. If you visited the States in the last 15 to 20 years, you've probably had this experience.
Great, thank you for shopping with us today. Now, I was just gonna ask you a quick question. A quick question. I don't know what the question is. It's just a quick question. So businesses know the American consumer is typically willing to part with their money. This creates sort of a vicious cycle, a snowball effect, where then they start to upcharge and nickel and dime you and then ask for tips for every which thing. What's your answer to the question? Which I know the tipping stuff is coming more and more to Germany, but you feel it way less here. You feel less pressure as a consumer in Germany, and I don't think we give it enough credit for that. And I actually think German skepticism is to thank for that.
This one might sound like an insult, but it's actually a big compliment. I'm going to call it high-level mediocrity, okay? And let me just use a German bakery as an example. You walk into just your random run-of-the-mill German bakery, it's probably going to be pretty decent. And I think this is a great analogy for a lot of things in Germany. A lot of the stuff you experience in day-to-day life, average life, is pretty decent. The average German bakery is gonna be pretty good. The average German beer is gonna be pretty good. The average German mountain? Pretty good. The average mid-sized German city public transportation system like Heidelberg is gonna be pretty good. The floor for a lot of things and services and experiences in Germany is reasonably high. I'm not saying the ceiling is incredibly high, but the floor, sort of the baseline of what you're going to be experiencing. And what is life but a bunch of average, run-of-the-mill, day-to-day experiences anyway?
Hey, Doc, yeah, I just haven't been feeling well the last few days.
Okay, here is a prescription for you.
Okay, thank you. Does this say go on a walk outside and drink tea?
Yeah.
What about like real medicine?
Woke up today, not feeling great, but didn't want to just sit around. Wanted to get a little outside time, a little movement. So I'm just going on a nice walk up the Philosopher Way here. They've got the palm trees all bundled up for the winter. Keep them warm, they like the sun. You know, people like to make fun of Germans for, when somebody doesn't feel well or they're a little bit sick, they say, hey, you know what, go on a walk outside and drink some tea. And a lot of times people are like, you know what, I need medicine. But actually, a lot of times you just need to go outside and go on a walk. I did that this morning, and the German prescription, I think, doesn't get enough credit. There's something to it.
This next one, you're probably gonna think I'm lying, but I'm not. But first, a quick message from the sponsor of today's video, CyberGhost VPN. CyberGhost is a world-leading VPN or virtual private network that has over 11,000 servers in 100 plus different countries that you can switch your IP address in between. This allows you to be anonymous and protected online. Hackers and data brokers want to get your information and they want to sell it, and CyberGhost helps protect you from that. Anytime I'm accessing Wi-Fi, especially in public, I turn on CyberGhost VPN before doing so. It's the most recommended VPN on Trustpilot, and it's used by 38 million users worldwide. Not only does it protect you online, but it also allows you to watch geo-block content from wherever in the world you may be. I use it to watch some of my favorite geo-block platforms here in Germany, like Paramount Plus and HBO. And it works on 40 plus different streaming platforms. And for my German viewers, you can watch Formula One again for free with CyberGhost by switching your IP address to Austria and watching on the ORF network. It works on every major platform, and one account can be used on 7 different devices, so you can share it with your friends and family. If you sign up using the link in the description below, you'll get a great deal, 83% off, paying just over €2 a month, plus 4 months free, plus a 45-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. There's nothing to lose. It really helps my channel if you sign up using the link in the description below, so check out CyberGhost. This is going to be very counterintuitive. You're probably going to think I'm lying. When I enter into a government building in the United States, I'm just nervous. I'm anxious. I feel like they're going to be mean. They're going to be mad at me. I'm going to have done something wrong. When I'm going into the DMV to renew my driver's license in the United States, my cortisol levels are up here.
Next.
Hi. Yep, I would like to renew my driver's license, please.
Great. Do you have proof of residence?
Yes, I have that.
Okay. Do you have a signed copy of the Declaration of Independence?
No, I don't have that.
You don't have a signed copy of the Declaration of Independence? I can't help you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't raise your voice to me.
I just want to renew my driver's license.
Well, you can go yourself.
Okay, and I had to do a lot of this when I was getting my Italian passport and getting a bunch of papers and documents and stuff like that. That Italian passport stuff came up today on Quiver because the question was, what is one of the most boring activities you have done in your adult life? The countless hours I've spent in waiting rooms at the Italian consulate. Give me a follow on Quiver, I'll follow you back. I would love to have you on there. Now, I haven't had so many experiences in German government buildings, but the small number that I have had, us registering here in Heidelberg, or things I had to do in Schwäbisch Hall, or us registering to be married down in Allgäu, these have all been so quick, so smooth, so pleasant, that it's gone against every fiber of my being and every experience I've had walking into a government building before. And I know Germany has this big reputation of bureaucracy and everything being really, really slow, but on these small sort of city level government interactions, I've had a very good experience so far. And I gotta give Germany credit for that. I recently saw a meme that looked like this. Of course, you think these are all highlights from different countries. Turns out it's all in Germany. I think Germany's physical and geographical diversity and beauty is one of the more underrated parts of the country. You've got every which thing that you need, but Germany it does not actually have the international reputation for that. It's something that I think it does not get enough credit for. Now back to the movies. So this got me thinking. I did a little bit more research. What other big time movies have I seen and not realized were directed by German directors? There's a good amount, especially of movies that were pretty formative for American guys of my generation, let's say. Air Force One, Troy, The Perfect Storm. Those 3 movies, pretty big time, especially Troy, directed by Wolfgang Petersen from Germany. How about Independence Day, Will Smith, iconic 2012 disaster movie, The Day After Tomorrow, Jake Gyllenhaal, disaster movie, fantastic movies of my childhood. Roland Emmerich, Germany. And then, of course, Mark Forrester. Germany is incredibly underrated, I would say, when it comes to movies. And these are just big-time American Hollywood movies, by the way. There's also great German language movies. I've only seen a handful, but they're very, very good. Downfall, The Lives of Others, Run Lola Run, Goodbye Lenin. And then don't even get me started on the German Netflix series Dark. Germany does not get enough credit for its movie and television production. If you have any other recommendations for German shows or movies I should watch, please comment them below. Don't forget to click the link in the description to grab the special CyberGhost VPN discount available for our viewers. It keeps your data safe while you browse and unlocks all blocked content online, all for just €2 a month. It's completely risk-free, so check it out today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.